On the job, you can see that. When my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow, on the line, I know you ain't got it. Hey, yellow, go.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Undercross, 57 colors. Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Now here's Mahomes, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, and they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They go back to the ground with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 22, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Check 56. Let's go, D. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the 1st. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Right here, right here. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Right now, you got 58. Inside.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, does it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward? Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Hey, 15. Check 24. Shift. Blue dot Porkers. Check 24.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
54, right there.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll run it. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Watch out. Check that. Pilot 64, weak.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming. 15. Hey, right 52. Mike Cox shot. Oh, you got deep?
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Watch the screen.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check. Hey, 15.
From the 36, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check. 80 weapon.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Greystone, Travis. 26. 53 to Mike. 53 to
From the 31, Rodgers being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Pennell able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. 57.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Mahomes again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running on first down with Ware. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check, check. Lucky.
Hey, let's go.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Check 15. 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the delay, Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action. Now Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
A gain of 21.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. 50. Inside.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Big hookup there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in dire.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Get 300. Get 300. 53. Check 53. Hey, exit. Run right. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He'll try and run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Check 52's the Mike. 52's the Mike. Hey.
Back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Yellow.
54.
Finish the game. Finish the game.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Yellow. Charge a little lady. Come on. You better break.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The extra point splits the uprights, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Chiefs, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.